So I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be random about all this. I don't know what I'm gonna cover yet. I was kind of wanting to like talk to the chat and let's figure out based on what they want to look at, and we'll kind of try to drive it that way. I want to kind of spend a little bit more time with the chat and everything. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I am Brentley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. Drusilla, how we doing? You doing all right? Doing okay? What's up? Hey yo! Yeah, I like that. That's a good stuff. Pumps me up when you hear the yos and ayos and what. I guess nobody really does the what. But I feel like that would be I would appreciate a what every so often if anybody wants to come in with that. Drusilla did already win. I'm starting right out, okay? Because I kind of want to just start going through this. I don't want to say systematically, but just sort of like randomly. I feel like I do it anyway, so I might as well just own it. It seems like lately I've just like been like, oh no, I just randomly pick one, and then I'm like, but I'm going to pretend that I like actually did, intend to cover this 2 seconds before the video. So I don't know. Let's see what we got here. And Drusilla, let me know if there's anything you did. Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. It something happened with the notifications or something because everybody showed up and we're like, I didn't get a notification. So I don't know. It was weird, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Well, what do we got here? A lot of times I am, I avoid politics. I feel like I really can't do that anymore because now it's like at the time we're like, okay, no, now we have to cover politics. you know, now it's almost dangerous to not. You know what I mean? Not necessarily dangerous, but like people need to like, and what's going on and shit. So, I guess I'll start out with this one. Yeah, but keep an eye out if there's anything that you notice in the chat. Let me know, and I will click that one and cover that one. We got. Oh man, I haven't watched this at all. I love how they have to like pick the most unflattering pictures they can possibly get. Like, can we get her like after she like is halfway through a blink? Can we do that? Let's put that picture up.
Was this bishop's prayer in front of President Trump a heartfelt cry for the marginalized, or was it actually a woke activist cheap shot at a conservative adversary? We're going to play the full prayer for you right now. You might have seen this thing go viral.
Is it is he actually asking that, or is it like is Kap Chatfield actually asking that question, or is he already made up his mind that it's just a woke cheap shot at the most powerful person on the planet that's like literally pledged to like harm marginalized groups, specifically the ones that she asked to have mercy on? That's it. She was just like, hey, can you please like, not terrorize members of your country that are taxpayers too? Can you not do that, maybe?
Well, I'm going to play it out, give you some context into who this woman is, and then I'm going to share with you some other perspectives of what people are saying on the internet. People are losing their minds over this prayer, and I put prayer in air quotes for a reason. I'll share my thoughts with you at the end, but
I didn't think. I mean, I guess she did pray. But that part wasn't part of the prayer, was it? I think she was directly addressing Trump, right?
I'm going to play it for you.
Well, hopefully you'll play the clip. I haven't, again, this is completely random today. I haven't seen any of this. Hopefully you'll play the clip in its entirety because we've been seeing like Pierce Morgan like cut it in half to make it like she only was asking, bringing up like the LGBTQ folks and stuff. So when she brought up basically everybody that has been targeted, which is pretty much just the LGBTQIA plus community and the immigrants. But those are the main two, and those because he attacked those two. Those are like that's pretty much the obvious reason I would say why he got elected. There's attacking those folks is just trendy, it seems, at the time right now, and it's really disappointing. Kind of breaks your heart to see.
In full, and I'm going to share with you some conflicting perspectives. So you're going to want to listen because I'm going to make some people mad.
Oh, good. I love it when he makes some people mad. Because usually, you know what that means? It usually means that he's like, it's like a little bit of his humanity is like peeking through the curtain of his indoctrination and like hate and all that stuff. He's like, I'm still a person in here, kind of, you know, even though he gets lost in that closet of clothes. It's like, wait, where's the, hold on, how do you get out of here? Is it the, anyway, that's usually how, you know, getting lost in anti-woke shit gets, you know what I mean?
All over the place with my stance on this thing. But let's listen to what she has to say and try to figure out why people are so like freaked out by this quote unquote prayer. Listen.
Everything. We broke everything. I know. It's and now we got to figure out how to fix it. And the right wing has created a brainwashing machine that is so efficient, and Democrats are not good at it. They don't, you know, they need their brainwashing machine never really worked because it had too much honesty and compassion in there. That just doesn't work. You know, nobody wants that shit. That's boring. You know, we want to attack and be, you know, fearful and hateful and all this type of stuff. Yeah, it's great. Real positive show today. I'm sorry. You know, it's gonna be difficult from here on out. Next 4 years. So get ready. Strap in. Strap in and get your strap on, strapped on, you know, because we're gonna try to fuck them, but it didn't work.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in
Look at JD
Democratic, Republican, and Independent.
What the fuck is this bullshit? I can't believe this. What is going on? It's like, and Sam Cedar brought up an interesting point. I really like Sam Cedar. He brought up an interesting point. He was like saying like Trump just kind of knows that he's just sort of using this as like a means to gain power. JD Vance is a true believer, you know, like he doesn't, you know, Sam would say like he doesn't think that like Trump actually is like this crazy, hateful, whatever. He just knows that he can use that to get power. But JD Vance is actually that. He's doing the brainwashing. This dude has been brainwashed. That's, you know, and he's second in line, probably. And you know, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. Basically, I think for the same reason that a popular fascist, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to give him any credit, was saying that, you know, the president wants to have somebody that is so bad and so awful and so just corrupt and delusional and everything that nobody would ever want to take out, you know, Trump, because then this dude would be in charge, you know. So it's like it'd be a nightmare, like even worse if they did. So that kind of protects him. And I almost wonder if that's actually a pretty good, if that's actually something that they're thinking about. I don't know. But here we go.
Families, some who fear for their lives.
What's up, James? How we doing, man? Feeling all right? I love you always got the puppers up there. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Best part of, well, my old lady and my old puppers. Yeah, neither of them are really old, but you know, it's just Nikki likes it when I say that. I don't know why. It's just, I think it's because of Sons of Anarchy, because they kind of did that anyway.
And the people who
There we go.
pick our crops.
Hey, oh, yeah. What's up, dude?
And clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals.
JD Vance is not having it.
Even he notices it. That's funny. It's like JD fucking hates this shit, dude. Because those are all the people that he hates. So, man, he's just, and his wife, they're not showing her. His wife is just like, shut up, stop it, stop, don't look at me right now. Stop. You're on camera. You're embarrassing me right now. Stop it. Stop. Look forward. Eyes forward. Come on, pay attention. Be a good listener. Remember that in Sunday school? Be a good listener.
They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our church.
Why does she look like a puppet? Like she looks like she's a member of the Muppet good thing. I don't know. She looks like she's like the sister of that hippie, the hippie puppet from the band. It's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, information. He doesn't have any eyes or just like glued shut or whatever. Yeah, man. I'm just like, it's like her sister. Anyway.
Churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here.
And persecution in their own lands, by the way, that like a lot of which were destabilized by Trump in his first term. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, a lot of these, you know, this whole invasion at the border thing, that's what happens when you go around destabilizing economies and stuff. Like it fucks up their country and then they have to go somewhere. Well, I mean, you know, and then they come here because they're like, hey, that place has the power to fuck up other places. So I better go there because clearly nobody's going to have the power to fuck that place up. You know, they're the ones that do the fucking up, you know, so go to that place and you're good.
Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land.
Yeah, that's freaky, huh? And we said advance will if President Elon approves. Yeah, I know. Yeah, having that guy, that dude scares me. Like there's something wrong with him. You know, I was just reading through, like, you know, you can go to he has this platform called X, right? And he says things that he thinks on there a lot, and you can just kind of scroll. You can just do a little scrolly through all the stuff, and you're like, this guy's fucking deranged. Like, there's something wrong with this dude. Like, even worse, I would say, than this deranged dude, you know, who is very deranged. But I feel like he has more of an eye of what's the word? I don't know. He just understands, I think, what he's doing better. Whereas the fucking Elon Musk is more like the Joker and doesn't know what he'd do with the car if he caught it. But if he did catch it, it'd be just, you know, Nazis again. That's all. It'd just be not like Nazis. Yeah, the most powerful Nazis on the planet. But yeah, anyway, and we'll get into that in a little bit, I'm sure. But anyway.
May God grant us the strength and courage to honor the dignity of every human being, to speak the truth to one another in love, and walk humbly with each other and our God for the good of all people in this nation and the world.
Now, I see. I mean, I know I've been pausing it a bunch, but like, that was just a nice thing. Like, she wasn't saying anything bad. Everything she was saying was just like, hey, you know, these people are in the country and they're afraid. And you've kind of, I don't know, targeted them with your political rhetoric. And so they have good reason to be afraid. Can you please, you know, show mercy on them? And I think that he might get to the response. But basically, Trump just completely turned around and attacked her, called her boring and not smart. Because that was I don't know, just fun. I guess that's for the dumb people in his audience who are like, and she's not smart. Yeah, that's right. But and then he went on to say that she, you know, she owes the nation an apology for asking for mercy from the people that he's targeting. Yeah, just a crazy thing to do. And then another congressperson, and I can't remember their name, said that she should get deported for it. For daring to ask for mercy for the, you know, for the people, the marginalized groups that he's targeted. She should be deported for that, for making him listen to her plea to show mercy. It's wow, dude. Like, we've gotten to a really crazy place. Giselle said, I wish we for 1 year could get a good and stable winter here. Was waiting for more of the ice to go away so I can safely take a walk. And now it's snowing again, so I won't. Oh, man, so I won't see the ice. Jeez, that sucks. Yeah. You know, I'm here in Florida, so you know we take we actually got pretty good weather for the most part. Not right now. Holy shit, it's like, and I know when I say it's cold, everybody's like and scoffs at me, you know, because I'm like, it's 40 degrees. It's very cold. Okay, I have to wear a sweater outside. No, but seriously, it is really cold and it's raining, which it's not supposed to do. You're not supposed to have both those at the same time. That's not, that's how you die, right? From the flu and stuff, right? So, but yeah, it's raining and it's 40 degrees, and that's not something that anybody in Florida has clothes to deal with. We don't even know what that looks like. Half the time it's so hot here when it rains, we're out dancing in it. It's like, oh, thank fuck. Oh my God. Oh, the steam is rising off of me right now. Oh my God. It's like a sauna because of my body. Like that's what it usually feels like here. I know it's like the opposite of most places when they're like, it's fucking cold. I'm like, it's fucking hot. I just want to be anywhere where it's not. I will freeze my ass off somewhere else. But it actually kind of sucks in that regard too. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's almost as if this planet wasn't made for humans to inhabit or something. I don't know. It wasn't made just for us. You'd think God would have made better weather that's a bit more stable, Anyway, John, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Hey, non-believers. Hope you all are well. And we hope you are well too, my friend. Are you well? You doing okay? You're looking pretty good. You lost weight? Have you been working out? I think you've been working out. He's not going to tell any. He's too modest. He won't say anything. Ember said, Vance, Vance, oh yeah, we already did that one. I don't know why I'm just hovering around the same spot. Let's see. John said, President Elon won't settle for anything less than emperor. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to think about it this way. And this is, and I don't mean to bring everybody down. Okay. I kind of do, because I want everybody to get motivated to fight against, to fight in the fucking revolution that is absolutely coming very soon. Fast forward 100 years from now. Or you know what? Fuck 100 years. Let's fast forward 50, right? To 50 years, we've got all these devices, right? That people look at in their face like this. They don't look up and see reality. This is reality, right? So they're looking through that. And the fucking right wing media machine has basically streamlined the hate fucking brainwash machine to make it so that everybody can live in their own reality and they can be fed, fear, hate, anger, all this stuff on a regular basis. No controls over this, right? There's no checks and no balances. Fast forward fucking 20 years. Where do you think that leads? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not thrilled about the direction that we seem to be heading. I thought that we were heading the opposite direction. I thought that because of all the connectivity, that this was a good thing, because we're like, hey, we can see each other as humans and interact with each other, right? But it almost seems like maybe that's not what's happening, because they've figured out a way to manipulate everything, so badly, to where they can just say bullshit and half the people are allowed to just believe it. They could just say, oh no, he didn't mean that. He was saying, my heart goes out to you. I mean, oh man, and we're all there. Oh, are you fucking stupid? Are you? And they're just like, yeah, I kind of am on purpose, because I don't want to see. It's called cognitive dissonance. I don't want I don't want this concept to meet that concept, and so I do this thing where I'm just completely irrational, so that I can keep these two things separate. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like is happening here. Yeah, it's not fun, but yeah. Now that I've sufficiently brought us all down, what's Kap got going on here? Come on.
Amen.
Sorry. I'm having a rough day. I'm going to be honest. It's a rough week, rough couple of months, actually. Ever since a hurricane took out my job.
All right. Here's where I'm going to make a lot of people mad.
Uh-oh. She's right.
Let's start off with what she said that was right.
Oh, how did I know that? Wow. I randomly picked this, y'all. God damn it. Okay. I did not, but I just know that when he says he's going to make people mad, the people that watch him are the most hateful pieces of shit ever. And so if he's making them mad, he's slightly right for a second,
So, yes, we want to be merciful to all people. Yes, we want to be compassionate to all people. Yes, regardless of your race, your color, your creed, even your religious beliefs.
Even your religious belief? Wow, dude. Okay, that's a weird one to say even with. But okay. Amber said, pro tip, you can't die from the flu if you freeze to death first. That is a good, it's a, sort of a sequential kind of situation. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. So fuck, I'll let it be one. I know. Me too. Which is crazy because I'm in Florida, but apparently there's something going on throughout the country that's fucking weird. Like it was snowing in Florida. Not where I'm at, of course. It doesn't. That's not a thing. No, it just rains ice here. It just rains ice. Just knocks people out. Fucking concussion rain. You know what I mean? That's what happens to me. Doesn't snow though. Sucks. I would love to see that. Go outside and just see like a nice, beautiful blanket of whiteness all over everything. Nope. It sucks. Let's see. James said, we need to get all money out of politics. I know it's wishful thinking. I agree. I mean, and you're absolutely right. That is like one of the most difficult things. Like our capitalist system is now worldwide. When people talk about, getting money out of systems and socialism, stuff like that. I have I mean, we can do it, I think, but it's it's going to take a long time because capitalism is ubiquitous now. There is no, there's no countries that are completely independent from any kind of financial transactions. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's wishful thinking. But maybe maybe keep wishing because where action starts in the mind. Okay, and if you dream it, you can do it. Like Marty McFly said, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Okay, that was its exact inflection. Okay, that's important that you inflect it right. John said, here comes the meek covering for their Christo-fascist beliefs. Calling him meek is kind of funny, but no, I see what you're saying. I mean, I think he's trying to have like a tiny bit of humanity here. Let's see how it goes. I mean, like I said, I haven't watched this yet. Giselle said, pretty sure Elon mostly wanted attention, not that he isn't a fascist. Yeah, no, you're right. Well, I mean, I think Trump wants that too. Honestly, I think that's like the driving motivation factor for both of them, which kind of makes it scary because they don't really care how much shit they break as long as people are paying attention to them. And that's kind of scary. Again, Joker-esque, you know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe as after everything breaks, like, well, that was fucking. Hold on, what broke everything again? Oh, that shit. Oh, the billionaires having all the power. Okay, let's take care of that. And then the revolution happens, right? I don't even know what that would look like, but well, I'm not going to describe it because I'll get kicked off of here too. So I'm like, all right, here's what we start doing systematically. We start taking. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying anything.
You should have a fair
YouTube. That was a joke. Okay. I'm not a revolutionist. I obey.
Shot in this country. You should be treated with dignity and respect. Amen. Those are all biblical principles. We are all created in the image of God, right? That's
is it a biblical principle? I don't feel like it is. I feel like y'all take that, you take it's the sad part here is that they take the parts of the Bible out of context when they're like, you should be good to other people, because the Bible doesn't fucking say that. It basically is like when it says like, oh, he who is kind to the least of these is kind to me. It's talking about the disciples. And like, could you put up my guys? Okay, we're homeless. All right. We don't, we kind of do this ministry full-time thing. And so we need a place to sleep. We need some food. We need like stuff. So to the least of these, like if you can help us out, that's, you're helping me out. If you can help them out. Okay. And that's, that's mostly what he's talking about. When it comes to like love your neighbor as thyself, he's talking about people that are in the same in group. Again, not talking about people in the out group. Yeah, it's actually, it was written 2,000 years ago. People weren't that they weren't that compassionate to people in out groups back then. Just saying.
Absolutely something that we should value as Christians.
However, as fascists, fuck those people. Fuck them. Okay. Things aren't even unless we have power over them. Then it's actually fair. It's like it's unfair when we can't force our beliefs on everybody.
Controversial.
That's crazy that's controversial. And he knows that it's controversial. He's like, you got to be nice to people. And his audience is like, fuck yeah. What do you mean? Be nice. That's literally what's happening. Dude, you're a fucking bad person. If that's controversial, everything you've created here, a net harm for fucking society, dude.
Disagree with that? We all want that, right?
No, not right. You literally just said that's a controversial fucking view, man. It's crazy. We all want this. Okay. No, well, except for you in the all of you in the comments. Shit. I don't know what I did. I poked the beast.
This is where I have a lot of problems saying all of that. After having said all of that, this is where I have a lot of problems with what this woman just said. Number one, this is not a prayer. Prayer is talking to God. Prayer is asking God for something, for petitioning him for his will, his way. What she's doing is she's taking an opportunity to pray and lead people in prayer and using it to exhort the president. Did you hear the way that the dialogue changed?
I thought okay. Wait, so she was in the okay, maybe I guess I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm going to be completely honest. That was mid-prayer. She's like, mid-prayer. She's like, by the way, Trump, I'm praying to you now. Actually, this is a double prayer. This is double. Can you please, or is she asking God to get Trump to be like chill or whatever? Is that what happened? Because I don't, it just seems odd. But at the same time, it's not every day that you have this opportunity to be face to face with the president and ask for sympathy and mercy for the people that they've brutally targeted and making them fucking sit there and be on camera while that's being asked of them. So either way, if it was mid-prayer, okay, I don't care. I think it was necessary. I think it was probably until now the coolest fucking thing a religious person has ever done. Maybe except since the 60s, right? Just saying, MLK, shit like that. But that's a different situation. Since then, it's been a long time since then. Okay, so just say it.
Went from talking to God to exhorting the president. That's not what she's there to do. She's there to lead people in prayer.
Yeah, we got that. But again, big opportunity means it's going to anyway. Let's see here. Nitty, what's up, dude? How you doing? treated with dignity and respect, unless you aren't Christian, and we redefine both those words. I know. It's funny how, again, it's the cognitive dissonance. They're like, we can treat these people with dignity, but my interpretation of what that is, which is not that. I hate the sin, not the sinner. Okay, so you as a person have dignity, but once you cross that border without papers, that's a sin, my friend. Okay, and you're getting your ass deported. All right, and it's no, it's a sin. It's a sin. The person is. I love the person, but they deserve it once they come across that border without papers. Yeah, it's completely insane. You can't say this stuff and be supporting what they're supporting, but they managed to find a way to do it. So because the cognitive dissonance, again, it's a powerful fucking thing in the brain, which I think is why our brains are so good at rationalizing around stuff, like with the Elon Musk thing. They're just like, no, he's got autism, which is so sad to sit there and use compassion towards like people that have syndromes like that, and then use that to excuse fascism. It's fucking crazy. Like, those people aren't going to be taken out immediately with the other people if those people got everything they wanted. Anyway, unless you're a rich person. But John said xenophobia is also a biblical principle. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, racism and xenophobia like go hand in hand. I mean, the first fucking commandment is don't worship other gods or you're bad. You're breaking one of the 10 fucking fundamental principles of being a moral person if you are another religion. If you are another culture, you've broken the fundamental rules of morality just for being somebody different. That's fucking racism. That's xenophobia. Nitty said, treated with dignity and respect, unless you are brown, disabled, or don't conform to our gender standards. End of yeah, I saw that. At least they're on paid leave, for the second, right? For a moment, right? Because the unions are like, hold on, at least give them fucking paid. Like, okay, unions are next. Get rid of all the unions. No more unions. Which I guarantee is going to be something that's coming up. Revoke of LBJ's equal opportunity order today. Fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're, again, strap in, folks. This is just, we're at day 1. For fuck's sake, or 3. What, right? Or what day is it? I don't care. It doesn't matter. But yeah, they said, so white hetero males are in line for all dignity and respect. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, me too. They said equal of dignity and respect, unless you're a disabled reporter, a war veteran, a sucker, according to Trump, a refugee from mental institutions, or a rapist. I know, what the fuck? Where did that come? Anyway, part of the Central Park file. Oh yeah, another. Wow, you're just railing through. You've got you're strapped on, and fucking Trump up the anyway. Anyway, but Jesus, yeah, that's the Central Park 5. Tried to get 5 innocent people executed by the state. Holy shit. Well, T thinks he is God, so it kind of fits. I was gonna say, I bet you that's the next step. Is next time they need to pray to me. They need to pray to me because I'm God. Okay, pray to me. Anyway, all right, let's go on.
And frankly, she's using this opportunity not to point people in a spiritual direction, but to speak to the president about how he needs to do his job. Really, her opinions.
No. She was asking for mercy. She was trying to appeal to hopefully Trump's teeny tiny heart that's shrunk 3 times too small. It's just this little thing. We need to. Hopefully, by the end of the presidency, we can all hold hands and sing in a circle, and it'll break that little measuring device, and then he'll be a good person. Maybe ghosts will visit him in the middle of the night or something. I don't know. Or angels, if you're a Christian. I don't care. Whatever can visit him in the middle of the night and make him a better person. I don't give a shit.
It's her own opinion. She can have her own opinion. But as far as spiritual leadership, there's no wonder why we're so spiritually inept as a country, especially when it comes to the Bible.
Yeah, asking for mercy for the marginalized people that he's literally attacked on day fucking 1. Just asking for mercy. Not anything. She didn't call him a fascist. She didn't call him a fucking bigot. She didn't call him a piece of shit. She said, please have mercy on these people that are afraid right now. But that's bad. That's what's wrong with America. She's telling him how to do his job. Who the fuck does she think she is? I mean, just get out of here.
It's because you have people in pulpits like this that are using the pulpit not to teach spiritual principles, not to lead people spiritually, but as a way of promoting if I can say this, it's a political opinion.
Oh my fucking. They really are completely immune to hypocrisy. Holy shit, man. Holy fucking shit. The whole reason, I'm going to calm it down. I'm going to bring it down. Blood pressure is good. No, yeah, it's good up there. Look, the whole reason that Trump got fucking elected, and every Republican ever since Reagan got elected, because of the Christians doing exactly what you're fucking talking about, man. They literally break the law constantly by supporting fucking political candidates, Trump mainly, from the pulpit, which is supposed to cause you to lose your tax-exempt status. And they've literally made videos of themselves doing it and sent it to they had a whole movement. Send yourself promoting a candidate to, from behind the pulpit to the tax agency. You're like, yeah, fucking suck on that, tax agency, IRS bitches, that. But when she doesn't do any of that, she just asks for compassion from the people, or for the people that he has publicly targeted on the first fucking day of his presidency. That's what now it's political. Now she's just being political. It doesn't matter if he was attacking somebody else, right? If he was anti-Catholics, and he's like, I want all Catholics fired from federal office immediately, whatever. And she said, have compassion for the Catholics that you hate, or whatever, she would have done that. It would have been, it's just who he chose to target is who she brought up, obviously. But yet it's a political agenda. God, these people are so fucking delusional.
And I'm going to go deeper into why this is what she's doing here is way more political.
And if you want to go deeper, then you just got to go to Adam and Eve, right? Remember we were talking about strapping in and strapping on? Well, they got strap-ons. So yeah, go to adamandeve.com. Get you a strap-on, right? adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout. 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. They have their packaging is discreet, and adamandeve.com is America's #1 sex toy dispensary. You don't got to go to that sleazy store with the guy that's somehow like got long hair. Andy's bald. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen this guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's it's just the sides. It's just the sides of his hair. It's just way grown out past his shoulder, and it's blonde too, just to make it look that much more thin. And he's judging you. That guy is judging you. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. All right, it's fine. You can be bald if you want. It's not a big deal. You know, but just shave the rest of it off, man. Just own it. You know, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Or wear a hat. Just wear a cowboy hat all the time. I feel like that would fit with a cowboy hat. Anyway, go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout and get your exclusive offer. Get your butt some stuff. All right. Oh, not yet. Not yet. We're getting
there. Than it is spiritual, because of the way that she's making it all about, hey, you know, what's she really saying? She's saying, I know where you stand on the border. I know where you stand on the deportation stuff. I know where you stand on the gender conversation. And
everybody knows where he stands on all that stuff. You know why? It's all he fucking talks about. That's what got him elected by weirdos like you that have like championed his fucking hatred throughout the past 4 years.
Just want you to know, you're not really being a nice guy. Okay. Be careful, because it's gonna.
Yeah, if you don't mind, liking and subscribing would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna try, and we're gonna loosen up, right? We're just gonna have more fun, because I don't have time to plan anything. So we're just gonna hang out and react to shit just in real time, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you should subscribe and hang out for all of the live streams. It's a great time. Anyway, Drusilla, you're like literally right in the way of the thing. Thank you. But yeah, please give me a like and subscribe and smash that like button. You know, anyway, all right. I don't know why I like that so much. It's so childish. It really is childish. But I'm like, the peach is the O in the word button, and it says butt with a peach next to it. Fucking, that's genius. Why hasn't anybody else figured this out? Anyway.
Going to be a lot of people who are going to be really upset about the things that you're saying. So make sure you have mercy on those people, right? We want to have mercy 100%, but let's go deeper into the things that have just happened over the past couple of days. So since President Trump has been inaugurated, one of the things that he did was he made a declaration that the federal government will only recognize 2 genders. Okay.
And then he proceeds to say things that aren't fucking genders because he's an idiot. And so are you.
So he came out and said, there's only 2 genders. The federal government is only going to recognize 2 genders.
Yeah, we got him. Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah. And look at all the fucking weirdos dancing about it. Like, I am so much of a man now because this makes me manly, because I am male. And so that makes me more manly, because this stuff makes me very insecure. I don't like that people can not be manly just for having a penis. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, John said, what? Now sermons are supposed to reach people's hearts now? Preachers are just going to put out messages to the congregation now? What is Christianity? Oh, is that, you might have misspelled Christianity, unless there's some kind of double entendre thing there. Crotchety. No, that's not what you were trying to do. Anyway, Christianity, I'm just going to assume, has become answer fascism. I feel like it's kind of, I mean, it's sort of always been that. I mean, that's like, how long has bad religion been banned? Since 1980, right? I guess that's not that long. It's a long time. But and their symbol has always been the cross crossed out. You know, we call it the cross buster, because it's like the Ghostbuster symbol, but with a Christian cross back there. You know, because the church has always represented, at the very least, symbolically, oppression, and that's sort of what fascism is, right? Oppression. So I feel like it's just always sort of been just at least on the edge of, there's like some exceptions to the rule, obviously, but not as many as you'd like. We'll just say that. But yeah, 100%. Ryan, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Just chilling with the goat. It's a goat, and is it a peace sign or is that a bunny? It's a peace sign, bunny. I'm just gonna go with that. It's somebody doing bunny with their hands, like you're telling the story about Peter Rabbit. All right, I'm going down at the bottom. Sorry, I keep on. James said, apparently I'm 42 and I still spell boobies on my phone calculator every time I open the app. That always takes a second. Be like, okay, but how much would it be if we got like 4 of these though? It's like, oh, hold on, I got you, buddy. Well, I got it. No, it's gonna take just a minute. Hold on. Like, no, dude, we're in line. To think, dude, come on. Like, there's people waiting behind us, and those lotto people, they freak out. Okay, they're about to lose their mind. Stop with the booby thing. Come on, we got to go, dude. Come on.
Which, from a Christian perspective, is what the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches that God created them male and female. He created people with 2 genders in mind, not 1 million, not 5, not 20, not 3, 2.
Just 1 to 2% of all people are intersex in some way. But I don't know. What did God do about that? What was that? Where was God at on that one? Did the ball just get away from him? And those people don't count as people? Like what? Like, how does this work? Is it only when it's gender? Or is it as long as it's biological, it's okay? Like, where is the fucking line? Because that's sort of the problem here. There isn't actually a line. Y'all are just drawing a line in the sand and then saying that, it's this standardized thing that doesn't actually exist, even biologically, for 1 to 2% of the entire population. Jesus Christ, man. It's insane to fucking do it this way. Not that I'm not saying that that's like, oh, if it only should be for intersex people. I'm just saying, like, their whole argument is that it's biological. It's not, but gender isn't just biological. That's the whole point. But like, even if it were, it still wouldn't work. You know what I mean?
Male and female. So as far as if you want to try to politicize this, at least go back to what the Bible says. Okay. Now, here's where I also have some frustrations with what she's saying.
Wow.
We live in a country now
where people are, weird. I don't like, they look different than what I think they're supposed to. So I don't like it. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But you guys get to be like, ooh, to the nothing and pretending that you're getting magical powers from the music or something. And we're all supposed to be like, that's normal. That's something people should be allowed to do because that's totally normal. Yeah, because, normal is fucking relative, dude. Yeah, there's not anyway, but of course they're not going to call it that. Giselle said, this guy is a disgraceful and disgusting piece of animated flesh. Whoa. I got like a way different picture there when you talk about an animated. I'm picturing like the Blob meets The Thing. I don't know if you've seen those movies, but it would be helpful as a visual if you have seen those movies. Just picture them both in one, minus maybe the spider legs coming out of the head or something. Just the fleshy parts. Anyway, thank you for that visual, Drusilla. That's great. We all got to eat after this. I don't know what's going on here. We're trying to have an uplifting show here. Okay, not the world about to be destroyed.
Where it is normalized. We're normalizing transitioning your children's gender.
Oh my God. What the fuck are you talking about? Like transitioning your children's gender? Oh no, the sociological thing that is anyway, God damn it.
This is happening at a mainstream level where you're taking children who don't some of them think that they're dinosaurs. Children, I have 4 kids, and some days my kids think that they're pilots. Some days my kids think that they're animals. They're
no, they don't. No, they don't. There's a stark difference between like pretending to be a fucking dinosaur and something that is a human construct that is existed since the beginning of fucking humans being human. Okay, this is crazy to compare these two things. It's like the falsest of false equivalencies. Holy shit. No, that would make it the opposite. No, it's just it's a super duper false equivalency. It made it sound like it flipped it because it was double negative. I didn't mean to say it that way. Anyway,
playing, they're make-believing, they're just like exploring different things. It's your job as the parent to help them understand who they are, who God made them to be. And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't gone, I feel like this would be a good question for like the Transatlantic Call-In show, or maybe to write into the Transpositions podcast. Because I'm sure folks, and we might even have some of the members of that show in the chat that could answer that question. But yeah, I would, I don't know all the, the stuff about historical gender. I'm bad with history. I'm going to be honest. I was homeschooled. Okay. See, that's my get out of knowing anything free card. All right. Because I don't know anything. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. But I've heard that there's several other cultures that have other genders and stuff. It's not this crazy new thing like they're acting like it is. It's just not, Anyway,
help them walk in that identity. But this is where we're at as a country, where we are normalizing the transition of kids, allowing children to go through horrific.
Are you about to say nope, because that's not ever happened. So I'm just going to stop you right there before you say something stupid. And there's no actual surgeries are happening to children. So just stop. The only genital mutilation that actually happens is circumcision gone wrong. And I would argue even circumcision gone right, because it's still technically mutilating a genital for no reason. A genital, can you singular? Anyway, I don't know how that works as far as the pluralization of genitals go. Anyway,
irreversible operations in order for them to become more comfortable in their own skin.
How dare they? How dare they? That is just terrible.
So you have this quote unquote bishop who is saying, hey, we got to make sure.
How you doing, man? What's up? Doing all right? Feeling okay? That's all right. We've all been late lately. Okay. It's been a cuff ruffle of days. Okay. It's been a cuff ruffle of days. Got it. Okay. I said it right. You heard it wrong. That's what that is. Okay. I'm not, you're gaslighting yourself right now. God damn it. Okay. That's what
sure that, we keep the feelings of these kids in mind. What about the kids that have gone through a transition process because nobody had the,
oh yeah, there we go. Emerson, just 8 genders. See, there's one more than the 7 you mentioned. I did a video about it a while back. We're gonna need to. Well, afterwards, I'm gonna see if I can find that video, and then we'll pop it in the description, because I would like folks to be able to see or to have access to information like that. That'd be great. Bob, what's up, dude? How you doing? Feeling okay? Okay, looking good. Looks like you're feeling good. We're gonna take care of that right now. Okay, get ready to feel bad. Okay, because the world's about to end. What's up, dude? Kilograms chaos at War Cosmos. I really want to understand that name. I feel like it's something that I should understand, and then I don't. So any clarity you want to provide for that would be wonderful. But but thanks for being here, man. What's up? Giselle said, I've seen a lot of people being angry for their parents letting them be circumcised. Yeah, well, I mean, there's, dude, like people have fucked it up like a lot. Like it gets fucked up more than people realize. Like it's not, I don't know if the surgeons are playing Candy Crush or something, but like it's because it's just such a normal thing. They're just like, I could do it with one hand, my eyes closed. But like it fucks up a lot. Okay, it's not as, I mean, there are corrective surgeries for it too. After the fact, but still the point remains that it gets botched a lot, and there's a non-zero percentage that is much higher than any percentage of transgender people at all, let alone youth, right, that get completely lopped off there by accident, okay, because of religion, not because of the people being transgender, anyway. I know. I always have to bring that up because I feel like nobody ever says that to these people. They never think about that, They're always just like, no, it's only that mutilating genitals. I know that's something that our fucking crazy talking donkey book says to do to babies, but it's the radical left.
Courage to tell them that what they thought about themselves being the opposite gender was a sign of mental health issues. No one had the courage to tell them that. So everybody was like patting them on the back and just saying, yes, go ahead and go through.
So here's the thing, and I've heard a lot of people say this. They talk about being transgender as being mental health issues, and they say that is what is the mental health issue, right? And that's false. That it's just wrong. Now, what does happen is there's this thing called toxic shame that is at the base of almost all, I want to say almost all mental health issues, whether it's whether it's is like if whether that causes it or if it's caused by the mental health stuff or whatever, like toxic shame is always hovering and looming in that area, which really fucks up mental health shit a lot. It really does mess with you as a person. Religion causes it a lot too, because it's all about being inherently broken, right? And believing that you're inherently broken. Not like a normal kind of shame where you're like, oh, I did something wrong and I feel bad about it. That's normal. That's a normal kind of shame. Everybody should feel that. But when you feel like you are wrong as a person, right? That is something that is harmful. And when you have people like you, Mr. Kap Chatfield, what I don't care, saying shit like what you're saying, it causes shame because you're saying they are broken as a person, which leads to mental health issues. So they point to, hey, look, they all need therapy. Yeah, fucking wonder why, dipshit. It's because of people like you bullying them and traumatizing them. Because that shit, the trauma causes toxic shame, which causes other problems a lot of times, drugs and alcohol and shit like that. So anyway, ways of self-soothing and shit, right? Anyway, but no, that itself is not a mental health issue. That's my point. That's been updated in, I want to say, the DSM-5. Yeah, are we on the 6 yet? I don't know.
This gender operation. Then they go through it and then they decide, you know what? I regret what I went through. I want to detransition. Where's the support for them after that?
They do have support for them after that, but it's just a very small number, and it's so small that it's absurd to even talk about it as if it's something that is a problem. The issue more is people like you convincing these people that they that they should detransition, right? And then you get them all confused and everything because they were already thinking for themselves before you came in and started shaming them for it and then providing toxic shame, and then they retreat back into, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to be part of the group. I got to do whatever I'm going to put my mask on and be part of the crowd because that's where I feel, that's the only time I've ever felt safe. I don't get to be myself. I get to not feel, but I get to feel like I'm part of the group. And that is a terrifying place to be in, where you have to be somebody else just to feel like you're accepted, which again leads to, what's that, right? Oh yeah, toxic shame. Yeah, that shit. Anyway, but
it's amazing to me how many people I've talked to who did go through a gender reassignment operation, and then they regretted it, and then they wanted to detransition. All of a sudden, all the people who were supporting them left and bailed because now it's no.
How many people you've talked to? Do you have like a control for data collection, man? Are you sure you're not just finding those people on purpose because it sort of suits your fucking, fit into the crowd, that it's exactly my in-group crowd thing specifically? Like, you don't think that isn't that your fucking goal, man? Like, your whole goal is to make people detransition. Your whole goal is to do that. You're like, man, it's crazy how many people I've talked to where the thing that I've set out to do, I have actually accomplished through providing enough toxic shame that they actually do just decide to be somebody they're not so they can fit in with the group. It's crazy. It's amazing how many people have done this for. Jesus Christ, man.
No longer, it's no longer this chic conversation. It's now you've abandoned the ideology. So we're not supporting you anymore. That's what it's like. That's what this demonic narrative is producing in this country.
Oh, Ember said it was member content. Now it's unlisted. Oh, so you can't, does that mean you can get to it? It's like you can only get to it if you get to it from the link. Is that like is that what unlisted mean? I don't know enough stuff, okay, about that. I don't even know how I do everything that I do. I'm going to be completely honest. But yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, click the link in the thing, save it and watch it after we're done here, okay? Which is going to be pretty soon. All right. Well, how much time we got? Oh no, we got like over half an hour. We're good. Yeah, just keep hanging out, but like definitely go back and click that link. Where are we at? Sorry, let me go back. You know what? Let's play a video while I look.
Edie first
You
came
have
out to us
parents.
as trans
You have parents that are doing this to their kids. Let me play this video for you.
when she was 6 years old. And although everyone in her family accepted and loved her, she felt a sense of rejection from society. She wanted and needed a community. So when we heard that Surrey Pride was coming to our town, we brought Edie so she could see she wasn't as alone as she thought. How did it feel though, seeing all the other trans people?
Brilliant. I felt like I wasn't the only one anymore.
My daughter Edie first came out to us as trans when she was 6 years.
This is a form of child abuse.
Oh my God, dude, you're a Christian. You're the fucking kings of child abuse, man. Like it literally says in your book that you hate the kid if you don't fucking child abuse. Are you fucking stupid, man? This is what a loving, supportive parent looks like over here, dude. And that's not judging them, not telling them they have to be this thing. Otherwise, you don't get love. That's what y'all do. And again, what does that lead to? Every say in the back? Yeah, toxic shame. God damn it. Okay. Your whole fucking thing toxically shames people to the point where they're having to like go through their life, like trying to figure out who they are through the fucking part that they're playing for the world, which gets exhausting. And then they have to go back and go to therapy and like, hey, you don't have to like play a part, you can actually be, yourself and everything. And they're just like, I don't even know what you're saying. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Everybody will hate me if I'm myself. Like, you can't do anyway, because of toxic shame, because of you.
And I'm sorry. I can't imagine what it's like in that household right now. But we have to.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. It's, it's just too much love and acceptance and everything, and not hating everybody and everything, and not trying to brainwash your kids into hating kids that are just slightly different.
Call it what it is. Like your child cannot come out to you at 6 years old.
Hey, AJ, what's going on? How you doing? I'm like, hopefully, you'll keep going for a bit. And entertain me. I'll try. It's going to be like a mixture of entertainment and I don't know what to call it. I'm working on a word for it. It's like entertaining. I can't do it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You're going to come up with a word for it. If if you're watching this afterwards, down in the comments below, what the word for entertainment that just it's entertaining, but you know what I mean? That word. I don't know what it could be.
And say that they're right, that they're the opposite gender. Like, I mean, they can say that, but it's on you as the parent. It's crazy.
I mean, I know I keep pausing it, but like, why is he so hyper fixated on this? Like, she spent just as much time talking about the fucking immigrants and people without papers that clean dishes and shit, that are throughout like our entire society. It's the same as the LGBTQI plus folks, but like, this is so interesting to me. Like, why is he so fucking fixated on this? On the transgender people and everything. Why that and not the immigrants too? Is it because like the immigrants, being that angry about them, kind of makes him feel like how he should appropriately feel? And not like, he's being against the people that his religion say are bad, because he knows that there are religious immigrants and stuff too. So like he would have too much in common with them, so I don't know, but it's just weird that he fixates on this.
Think that the child is going to run the show and the child has the authority to tell you I'm this opposite gender. It's on you as the parent.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Wow. You're telling on yourself, man. The child has the authority over the parents to say that I am the person that I am. Fuck you. No, you're the person I tell you are. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who I tell you are. That's who. Okay. Trying to act like you just get to decide who you are. And fuck you. Okay. You're a Christian. You believe everything that I tell you. Fuck you if you say no. You got to believe the stuff I tell you to think. Okay. If you start, I swear, I will take you out of this world. All right. I brought you in. I'll take you. That whole thing. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what leads a parent to just say yes. Like, okay, we're going to like totally go along with this thing and we're going to give you extensions in your hair. And now what you're trying to do is you're trying to shape the world around this child's belief rather than trying to show the child like, hey, this is reality. This is who you really are.
How do you get to what the fuck? Wow, dude. It's so crazy. Dude, you're a fucking Christian. You're like raising your kid to believe that there were dinosaurs on fucking Noah's Ark. You want to talk about reality? Really? You believe you have an undead carpenter ghost living inside of you. And that's the thing that you demand your kid think, by the way. But like, we want to talk about fucking reality because they don't present gender the way, like exactly the way you think they should as a fucking parent. Insane, man. What the fuck does this matter? Like, oh God, insane. Holy shit, man. I don't understand how they can get so angry about this. And it's just like, but if we tell them they can't beat their kids with paddles and shit, like, hold on, who the fuck you telling me I'm a bad parent? Huh? You trying to say I can't parent my kid in the way I want to? I'm not giving them vaccine. I don't care. They got, they cause problems and stuff. Like, I get to, like, we're not even going to go to the hospital ever. We're going to just pray. Okay. What, you don't get to tell me how to raise my kid. Okay. Like, what the fuck? But then, but other people, wow. Again, immune to the fucking hypocrisy. It's insane to me. I just don't understand this shit. All right, let me find it. Comment. Steven, what's up, dude? Hey, everyone. I've been listening for a while. Just didn't say anything. This whole subject makes me speechless. They look for people who piss them off, then pitch a fit about what they're doing. I know. Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like, I don't know. Like, what does this accomplish psychologically? I'm always so curious about that. Does it just strengthen their in-group belief systems? Like, does it just strengthen, like, I'm this and they're that and they're bad and I'm good because I'm this? Like, does it just strengthen that in their mind, which they think gives them a stronger identity? I don't know why I'm diving so deep into the psychology in this one, but I actually find psychology kind of interesting, to be completely honest. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Emerson, why are they obsessed? Why is he obsessed with trans people? Check his search history. You'll see why. Ooh. It would not surprise me one bit if we found that out. Because remember, he's the one that we're like, oh, he's gay. Oh, he's gay, dude. Like, yeah, no, he had kids. Don't get me wrong, but he likes some on the side. You know what I mean? Like, he sneaks that shit. He's like, incognito mode. Oh man, I am so sinful right now. Damn, that's so hot. Oh my God. No, honey. No, I was researching the woke stuff. It just came up. No, I didn't. No, the computer's fucking woke. It just brings up gay porn. Let's erase the history right now. Let's just go ahead and do this. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm not sorry. This is a computer. We got to get a new computer. It's broken. Shit.
Dude, it's just like,
no, because remember he would say, what the fuck would he say? Oh, it was just like random people. And he'd be like, boy, they are swole. Look how swole those arms are, bro. Whoa. Now that he's looking good, bro. Like, he would literally say that shit. And you'd be looking at the person he's talking about and be like, no, they're not. They're just a normal dude. Like, they literally were less swole than me. And I'm not, I mean, I'm pretty big. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty, I do lift weights. Well, never, but I work a physical job, so I get the little just automatic. Anyway, but yeah, and he was just like, they are so swole, bro. And it's like, oh my God, you're gay. You're gay. That's why you're so obsessed with this. That's got to be it. Good, but anyway,
it's so demonic. It's so demonic. There's no.
I wonder if it's legal in his fucking state. Sin Hub. It's like been literally banned in Florida. Not Sin Hub, the actual one, but you know what I mean.
No other way to describe it. And this is where you're like, when you have bishops like this who say things like this is not being led by the Holy Spirit. This is being led by emotionalism, and this is. Anybody that's advocating for transgenderism is not operating in the power of the Holy Spirit.
Dude, like, first of all, she wasn't. Okay. She didn't say anything about that. She wasn't saying that she is for any belief system at all. She was saying Trump has chosen to target these people. And I'm saying, please have mercy on them because they are afraid right now. And they don't have anybody to go face to face with you and say, these people are people that are taxpayers and they deserve to be able to live their lives freely in the US of fucking A, the land of the free. And they are afraid right now. So can you fucking not be an asshole? Can you not be a tyrant? Can you not be a fascist and maybe have a little bit of humanity and compassion for the people that you have targeted just to gain power? That's what she did.
This individual, this bishop, let's listen to this video just surfaced after this prayer, showing a little bit more about who this individual actually is.
Why did you want to come out here and send
their message? It is a message of
Yeah, he absolutely did. The Kilogram said he literally searched for trans kids on YouTube to make this hate video. Yeah, exactly. It's insane. I mean, he's seeking it out. He's seeking it out to be like super angry. So let's see. It said, how dare you suggest goat herders could be wrong about the universe? Which I was like, yeah, that up there, that one. Yep. Lord Dissonant, what's up, dude? That reality isn't allowed in Christian households or in church. I know that's the craziest fucking weird. And you know what? You know what I think it might be, or at least this plays a part, right? Is when they're like, you can't be just deciding things that aren't obviously true are true. You can't do that. Okay. Only we do that. And people are kind of, they're kind of mean to us about it because, what we believe is silly. Like a donkey had a debate with a person and won, and then a woman was made of a rib and convinced by a talking snake to eat a magical fruit. But we're allowed to think that stuff, though. That's objective truth. Okay. Hello. And it's almost like they're like, oh, but other people are nice to people about their beliefs, but you're not nice to me about mine, even though my beliefs cause me to hate people, which is why we care so much about your fucking dumb beliefs. If all it was that you believe you have an undead carpenter ghost inside you, and you believe the woman made of ribs, convinced by a talking snake to eat a magical fruit, and that's why people die or whatever, nobody would care. That'd be fine, right? Could give a fuck less. What are you going to do with that? Nothing. I don't care. You think that if you want. Okay. It's when you start using those beliefs to hurt people, right? That's why we end up like having to be like, hold on. Hey, no. I get that you have your belief, and but your beliefs are causing you to hurt people. Okay. Literally causing you to hurt people. That's why we care. But then people like are okay, with trans, when people are accepting of trans people, they're like, what the fuck? What about me? What about me? And my hate beliefs, why? How come they get so much acceptance and I fucking don't? It's because you're the one not accepting, man. Why is this so difficult? Jesus. It's like fucking Christ.
of a call for justice, for swift justice for George Floyd, for systemic justice for all brown and black people who have been under the knee of this country in ways that we have witnessed time and again.
Oh, so he's pro racism. That's okay. Switching gears. Now he's like, look at this lady, just not being against cops, like unaliving unarmed black people. This is crazy. Who does she think such a political agenda over here? Look at this. Oh my God. Just compassion for people being murdered by people with more authority and power than it's crazy. What's and against that? That's crazy. What the fuck?
This is wrong. And this rising up, this spontaneous uprising of people, mostly half my age or younger, they're the ones we should be listening to.
And they're angry at the president.
They're so angry.
They're angry at
Let's see. Bob Ali said, didn't C.S. Lewis write about a theocrat who thinks his compassion is just temptation? I don't know. I don't know. That's about a theocrat who thinks his compassion is just temptation. Oh, and that was bad. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. I don't know. Like, who is he talking about? I'm not really too familiar with the writings of C.S. Lewis, other than like the Mere Christianity book, mainly just because that's cited so often in apologetics conversations, But that's interesting. I mean, it does sound like Trump, honestly, and this guy for that matter. Like, oh, you got compassion for people that are being unalived by people with authority and power over them. And then the people with authority and power over them that are doing the unaliving get off scot-free. So bringing up like black on black crime doesn't really make any sense, because those people go to jail and are punished for the crimes that they commit. The whole point and the whole problem is that people are doing that stuff and not getting in trouble for it. So anyway, it's crazy. I have to keep going back over this shit. It's like, here you go.
The president. So what is your message to President Trump today?
Well, he should. I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump. We need leadership that will lead us in the ways that this country deserves.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
What
hey,
was that was
as a Christian, I have no problem speaking into politics. She's free to speak into politics for sure.
what? Yeah, no shit, man. But okay.
Sure. But she's an activist, man. Like, this is political activism.
Dude, crazy. Like, how can you watch that video and see it watching that dude be suffocated on like camera and not and then blame somebody for this reaction after the fact and being upset with the president that stoked the fire and again used that to get political power and use that to like get more people on his side somehow until of course he sent those people that were on the police's side to go beat those police officers at the Capitol. But you know, that's, you see, that's the problem with fascism. It always eats itself at some point.
This was all during the whole George Floyd thing.
Yeah, no shit.
Which don't even get me started on my thoughts on that.
Oh my God. You, what a bad person. Dude, you're just a bad fucking person, man. Holy shit. Don't even get me started on black people. Okay. Oh my God. They're almost as bad as the trans. Like, holy shit, man. You're a fucking piece of shit.
You know, oh, jeez. What?
Oh, jeez, black people. What the
What a mess. Bottom line is she's showing her cards.
Gross.
She's clearly someone who is
compassionate, you know, for people that are being clearly mistreated by people with power that are not held responsible at all. Yeah. Yeah.
extremely
So political.
politically interested, and she showed, you know, in a moment where she should have been leading people spiritually, praying for the protection of the country, praying for God's will over the country, praying for righteousness in the country. She used that opportunity to actually just take a cheap shot at the president.
It was not, oh my God. How did you start out so strong? And he's doing the Tim Pool, being like, I think she was actually right. And then 10 minutes later, that bitch needs to be silenced and deported. Because you can't talk like that to my dear Lord and Savior, President Trump, to his face. Deported. We just got to start deporting people. I don't care. To the Arctic. Yeah. Do a Doctor Strange circle thing and just kick her through that shit. I don't care. Okay. Jesus. Emerson. That's the thing though, really. To the MAGA saying these people are human beings is advocating for them because they have the view we aren't. Yeah, that is unfortunately that is the problem. I mean, again, like, I don't feel like they would ever admit that outright, you know. But yeah, because that's why so often they'll tie any kind of they'll like tie in their mind any kind of like gender identity or anything like that they disagree with to sexual deviancy or whatever, and then of course tie that to the stuff that usually happens in their churches, you know, the PDF file type stuff that they get arrested for constantly, right? Because it obviously it attracts those kind of people when people think they're extra moral just for believing a thing. But so they can hide under that, and then they also get access to kids all over the place. Anyway, but yeah, they tie them to that in their mind so that they can dehumanize them, right? And then they just kind of follow that out. You know, it's disgusting. This is a comedy show. I'm so glad that we're.
While she had a microphone.
Sorry, yeah,
but
might have to update.
I want to share.
I have to update that on my my little type of show thing. I don't know.
Share a couple of other things that she fails to recognize in her prayer, because in her prayer she wants to stand up for the marginalized. She wants to stand up for those who are, you know, who are the quote unquote least of these. But she's not standing up for the people who have literally been killed because of these failed policies. I want to share with you this clip right here about the Laken Riley immigration bill that was just passed. Laken Riley was the young lady in Georgia who was killed by an illegal immigrant while she was going on a run around her campus. Listen to this.
enacting President Trump's hardline vision on immigration. The Senate passing the Laken Riley Act last night, named for a 22-year-old nursing student killed by an undocumented Venezuelan migrant last year. That bill would dramatically expand the federal government's powers to detain undocumented immigrants. It's on track to become the first piece of legislation.
Can't we just detain anybody that does crimes? Can we do that? Why do they have to be like, no, you get extra penalty for crimes because you're undocumented? Like what happened there was already a crime. You could already get them for everything they did. Them being an immigrant has nothing to do with that. Like that was just like all those people should be in trouble. I don't understand how they do this. They're just like, oh no, they should get extra penalties. And it's like just for being that. And the problem with this a lot of times is that they get accused more often of this stuff because of this added bigotry that people have against them. So you're just kind of feeding that and then basically making it so that they don't have to go through the same kind of due process a lot of times that your average person would have to, so that they can just sort of be accused of something and then just get the book thrown at them and then them get thrown out of the country, right? When we should be prosecuting all the people that hurt people the same, because those are always crimes. Like, I don't understand why this is fucking like, this is crazy. Like, you're clearly just targeting people. Jesus, it's so weird. Then they do this shit.
And that Trump signs into law in his second term.
How's it going, Maya? What's up? I love how they know these stats, but can't figure out why Derek Chauvin was wrong. I know. The guy that almost didn't get in trouble for what he did, and there's been tons of other people that have done exactly what Derek Chauvin did that didn't get in trouble at all. In fact, they didn't even fucking lose their goddamn jobs, and they wonder why we have to say this shit. It's crazy. Let me see here. What Steven said, dehumanization is what leads to these people to be able to do anything to other human beings they consider subhuman. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of their whole thing, right? And it, again, like, it causes them to be able to make bills that especially criminalize people for just being who they are. And then, when you say that they're also doing crime, you could just throw the book at them and not allow them to be like innocent until proven guilty and shit like that, because they're not even supposed to be here anyway. Which honestly is the craziest thing is when these folks are like in society, like immigrant folks. I know different people personally. Like I was well, I don't want to go into it, but like there was an accident and I got hurt, right? And I was pretty sure that they were immigrants, and I specifically didn't call the police or anything like that, and just kind of like let it go, because it technically wasn't their fault anyway, but it was just an accident. But I knew if the police got involved, it would really hurt them. And honestly, that's why a lot of times they're more upstanding people in society than your average white fucking, person, whatever, right? Because they know that if anybody even calls the cops, that is, a possibility that they can get kicked out of here, right? So they don't want any interaction with the cops, which usually means they're going to be above and beyond fucking awesome, perfect, amazing people that never bother anybody else ever. You know what I mean? But that's been my experience with folks like that as well, as far as I can tell. But yeah. Anyway, what is saying? Why is that? Maybe support people so they don't feel the need to commit crimes. Prisons aren't 90% impoverished people by accident. Exactly. Yeah. Because half the time it's the desperate people that they blame for everything, but desperate people doing whatever they have to do just to fucking make it in this world, and then they get treated just, that much worse and then have, they've been to jail now. So it's real easy to get a job after that happens. It's great. Thanks for helping them out with that.
Let's bring in our investigative reporter, Olivia Rubin, for more. So, Olivia, an amended version of the Laken Riley Act.
100%. Yeah. Violent offenders are only pardoned under Trump. Yeah. Like violent offenders that literally like beat cops. When do those people ever get fucking let off? Ever. I don't care if you're like crossing the street and a cop decks you in the face and you deck him back, prison for life, dude. You're done. You cannot touch a cop ever. That's just how that goes. And these guys can beat them with Blue Lives Matter flags. And they're like, no, it's okay. I support you guys. And there's videos where they're literally saying that. I support you guys, you fucking piece of shit. Get out of my way. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Insane. Fucking delusional nutbags.
Now heads back to the House, where it's expected to be swiftly passed and signed by Trump, right? So let's talk about what the bill would do and how exactly would it change, immigration in the U.S.
And notable, Kira, that this could be the first piece of legislation that Donald Trump signs as the president-elect. Notable, of course, because it is on immigration. And what specifically this bill is going to do, Kira, like you said, is sort of firm down what officials can detain individuals for if they have committed a crime. So it expands that. So, think about instances like theft, murder. Those you can all be detained if you are an undocumented immigrant. And for certain instances like assault of a police officer, you can actually be deported. And the idea behind this, of course, is that
but not if you're at the Capitol. Then you get pardoned. There was like an immigrant that was out at the Capitol beating people. They're like, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, we don't care about you. You're good. You support Trump, so you're fine.
The individual who murdered Laken Riley and who is now in prison had previously committed lesser offenses, and he was not detained for enough time, which, of course, was a rallying cry for Republicans. And also, Kira, very quickly.
So, in other words, yeah, they're going to make things worse for smaller crimes for immigrants, so that they can be like, well, we're stopping them from eventually. Obviously, the progression is that eventually they're going to unalive somebody, because that's how it's got to go. So if you can stop them before that by expanding your ability to detain them and things like that for lesser crimes, and they all think this is a good thing. It's crazy, man. Like, can't we just? Why is it so hard? Like, what with these white conservatives? They're always like, can everybody else have a different justice system than me? Can we do that? Can everybody? No, I should never, and Trump should never have to ever be held accountable for fucking jack shit. But everybody that's not my thing, whatever's not in my, whoever's not in my in group, they should have the book thrown at them before they even get through the fucking door.
Makes it so that specific states are now able to sue the federal government if they say that immigration is not being enforced enough in their state.
Jesus Christ. Wolf was just woke up from a random nap. Wolves are like that. They just take random naps. Curl up in a little ball inside the cave. Yeah, it's the whole thing. I'm glad to swing in here and see everyone. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's a rough one today, I'm going to be honest. And we're probably in for more of these. But anyway.
So there you go. This whole thing.
What do you got to add? What do you got to add to that, buddy? You wanna add something?
Wait, not like this wasn't a unanimous bill to be passed. Like you had Democrats who voted against this bill.
Oh, them being able to throw the book at people extra hard for just being immigrants when crimes should be treated equally among everybody. Yeah, it's crazy. You're literally asking for a bigot bill. You're literally asking for you should treat brown people worse bill, right? Which all this does is lead to cops just detaining fucking people that they think are immigrants and harassing them and harming them and thinking that they got carte blanche to fucking do it. One of the people that Trump pardoned before the last time that he was a president was this dude Joe Arpaio, right? Now this dude, fucking piece of shit, right? He had a prison. I want to say, was it a prison or a jail? I can't remember. I think it was a prison. Anyway, and he had a special self-described, he called it this now, concentration camp, where he would treat immigrants or people that he just believed were immigrants. He would treat them worse than the rest of the inmates, right? Until a man cooked to death outside in the heat. And it was asked, it said, you got to go to jail now, because they had already asked him. It said, hey, you can't torture people in your prison. You can't do that, you know. And he said, "No, go fuck yourself." Then a person gets cooked down. Then then he went to jail or whatever. You know, he got arrested, and Trump pardoned him. So this is the same kind of fucking threat, you know. It's disgusting. And he described it as a concentration camp.
It just blows my mind. Like, this is where this is like this whole thing about like niceness, like for the sake of being nice, for the sake of making sure we don't hurt people's feelings.
My God, you started this by saying that. How are you literally arguing with yourself 5 minutes ago? Jesus, not you, buddy. I'm sorry. Lord, this didn't think I'm talking. I'm talking to him on the screen. This guy, see where the cursor is there? Yeah, so I am cursoring him. No, he said many crimes don't hurt people. Me sitting here smoking pot is totally harmless criminal behavior. Prostitutes help people and still get vilified. Yeah, absolutely. I know. They're like victimless crimes, right? Drugs and prostitution, absolutely victimless crimes. So it's blasphemy, by the way, but you know, that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, absolutely. And those would be the crimes that they would get the book thrown at them because they're like, "Oh, you smoked pot? Well, next step is, you know, I've seen that Reefer Madness movie. You're gonna be running people over with your cars and then laughing at them like that guy in that movie." Yeah, it's crazy. Those, you know, it makes them crazy. The reefer gets them all madness. Yeah.
And inconvenience some people who have broken the law by coming into the country through a port of, like, literally no actual port of entry, I should say.
They walked from here to there in a way we don't like. Okay, so you know, they deserve all the bad stuff to happen to them.
They just came over the border in caravans.
Just came from there, came walking. What the fuck?
Because of these failed policies. And with that, you have criminals who are coming over, who are literally taking the lives of people. You have gangs, you have entire Venezuelan gangs overtaking apartments in Aurora, Colorado.
Oh my God, you're fucking stupid. So I guess the debunking of that story didn't get put out as far as the fucking bullshit. All right, of course. Yeah, no, that didn't happen, man. None of that was fucking true. That was a landlord that was a slumlord that just claimed that and because he didn't want to fix up the building and stuff, and so he blamed it on Venezuelan gangs and caught some people with guns going into a room or going into one of the apartments or whatever, as if, you know, we don't live in fucking America where those things are everywhere, right? And perfectly legal for like most people. But no, yeah, it was the whole building was taken over. It's like that movie Judge Dredd, you know, Mama took over the whole fucking building, right? And that's why Judge Dredd and a psychic lady who doesn't even wear a helmet, which is crazy, you know, the judges always wear a helmet, but they got to go in there and take that lady out. They're selling slow-mo, right? It's really it's a good movie, actually. I like that one. It's kind of a video game premise type of movie. I don't know why I like those. It's just like, here's the video game setup, and then the rest is just sort of, you know, go from room to room fighting bad guys. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about here.
So at what point is like, okay, like, what's the loving thing to do? What's the real loving thing to do? Is the loving thing to just let everybody do what they want to do at the expense of other people? It doesn't sound very loving to me. It doesn't sound very loving to Lake and Riley's family, who lost their daughter, lost a sister.
But it'd be okay if they lost that person if they weren't an immigrant. If they were some white guy, then you're just like, wow, that's it. Are you going to start locking up white guys if like a white guy went and killed somebody? Huh? You're going to just say, hey, we need a more steep fucking punishment for people that are white because this white guy did something. Like, immigrants are like known to do far less crime than average. And yet you're just using this one example to like try to make things that much worse for a group of people that already have it really hard. Jesus, man. Y'all are just fucking just gross, dude. You're just gross.
At the hands of this guy, Like, what's niceness look like?
Surprised he's not even paying. He's listening to his fucking headphones in the courtroom. What the hell, man? Who does this? Pay attention, dude. Like, surprised he didn't just go into that.
For them, what's nice? What does niceness look like for all the families who have suffered because of people who have come in who are.
So what about the families that are suffering that, like, are immigrants, but they don't matter. They don't matter. Just the like one off when somebody, there happens to be the one instance that you could find of an immigrant like seriously harming somebody, which is awful and evil and bad, and they should be punished, of course. But that shouldn't make it a rule one time so that you can treat people unfairly just because they're undocumented. It's crazy because you're just assuming that they eventually are going to unalive somebody. For fuck's sake. It's crazy. Let's see, Bob Ali said, Punk Apostate, no, you see, when a white guy does it, it's just the one single mistake. Yeah, it's a bad apple. Okay, one bad apple. All right, they don't spoil the bunch. That's how the saying goes. Well, the bad apple doesn't spoil the bunch. That's how it goes. Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's like, how do you get the saying exactly backwards when they're talking about cops? A couple bad apples, and it's like, yeah, that's spoil the bunch. That's how why are you don't say bad apples, man? Like, because you're communicating the opposite of the anyway. Weird. It's like, I don't get it. America really needs immigrants. Without them, we would never have had Cheech and Chong. Goddamn right. Yeah, I love that. There was that one part of the movie. It tripped me out for the longest time because I got so confused the first couple times that I watched the movie. I mean, my brain wasn't exactly at full functioning capacity when I was watching the Cheech and Chong movie. Go figure. But there's like the one part where they're like in the house. I guess they're like getting stuff right, and they're like, Cheech looks outside and he's like, oh, it's the Miga. And I think that's what he said. And he's like, what, man? No, he's like, it's like they're coming, they're gonna deport him, man. They're gonna deport him. And he's like, oh man, he's like, we gotta hide. And so they like both hide behind the blanket or the drapes or whatever, right? And then like the next scene, he's like on the phone and he's like, yeah, we got deported. Yeah. It's like, and Chong's there too. You're like, wait, Chong got deported too? What the fuck? It was so funny. I was just like, wait a second. And that's like the start of the movie because then they have to come back and that's where they get the weed car or truck. And, because they're turning weed into vehicles. It's awesome. Awesome movie. Dude, one of the best movies I've ever seen, in my opinion. It's up there with Blues Brothers. We'll just say that, kind of has a similar feel, actually. It's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah. Let's see where are we at? Oh, Lord, isn't it? Said, it's so sad when people who are born in America suffer. But if you aren't born in America, fuck you. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what he's saying. Like, you deserve it for being not from here. Ever said, he's not asking for empathy, is he? I understand that's un-American. Yeah, that's what's so weird. He says, what about the families that are suffering that are white and Christian and American, that have papers? They're straight too. You got to be straight to be a family that counts as one that is suffering that we should care about. Jesus, man, how did you start this thing by going, we should have compassion? And then like, you're just like, oh, we only have compassion as long as, white, straight, Christian, you name the fucking in-group characteristic. But anyway, Jesus Christ, it's insane.
Who are just being unchecked. To me, it's imbalanced justice.
No, you want it to be imbalanced, man. You want people that are with brown skin and black skin, to be honest. I mean, he covered that in the George Floyd thing, but to have a harsher sentence and be treated unfairly by the law. Like, because why do you need this law if just crimes are bad? Crime's bad. Everybody gets the same type of shit. Okay, you don't get an extra sentence for not having papers. This is fucking crazy, and yet it's unfair. It's like it's only fair when it's unfair to these people. Jesus. Anyway, all right, y'all. I gotta wrap her up. And if you want to wrap somebody up too. You can do it with your own body. You can wrap your body on somebody else's body, and then you can have toys to make it even more fun, right? And loops, right? You know, when you wrap, you can slide up and down with the loop, and some of it even warms. Some of it, I think, cools too. Although I don't know, people would want to do that. I feel like that would kind of be the opposite of what you'd want. But anyway, yeah. So go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY at checkout, and get your exclusive offer. Okay, it's America's #1 sex toy dispensary. You don't got to go to the store. You can just get it shipped to your house. The packaging is discreet and it comes quickly, and so can you. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley, BRENTLY. If you want to support us, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com, or you can do a bunch of other shit. You know, you can go to first of all, if you want to support, you can do the easiest thing is just hitting that like button. Honestly, it's right there, you know, and it really does help a lot. And I constantly forget to ask because it's just not, you know, I'm like, it's just not the first thing I think of. I don't know why, but please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, if you want to become a patron, we got patreon.com/Punk Apostate. If you want to just do a one-time thing on Cash App, we got our cash tag is Punk Apostate. If you want to just become a member, you can hit that join button and you get an extra live stream every single week. That is just for members, and I can get to like, I want to say all the comments pretty much, right? And it's a bit more guided by, I want to say the commenters, right? But yeah, and you could also just email me if I get anything wrong. Also, if you want to just like leave a comment below, if you want to just anything you think I should have included or any points you want to make, I do want to hear from you. So, you know, if you like, just let me know what you think, Kap Chatfield or whatever got wrong, and leave the comment in the comments below, and I'd appreciate it. But you can also follow me on Discord and all of my social stuff, and I am actually getting back out there and commenting more and interacting online. I gotta get back out there, you know. I gotta do it. That's, you know, so it's not good to not do it, you know. It's I can't just hide away, right? You know, and not I gotta let my mental health just suffer, I guess. I don't know, I'm scared. But yeah, but follow me on all the stuff, it'd be great. But hey, you know, the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we will see you next time.